welcome back to my channel. It's Yvette the Card Girl coming on to share my 8x8 2-page scrapbook layout for the July YouTube summer themed hop hosted by Christine over at Serenity and Him. Thank you so much, Christine, for inviting me. This is my first hop ever, so thank you for being patient with me, and thank you just so much for wanting to invite me to be in the lineup. It was so appreciative and so much fun. Speaking of the lineup, in the description box below there will be links to all of the channels in the lineup, so all you need to do is click and it will carry you along, and you can follow all the ladies and look at all the great creations that they've created. There will also be an online gift card for a lucky viewer or participant, so all are welcome to have a chance at that gift card, however, and it's graciously given by Christine herself. What you need to do is you need to have subscribed to all of the channels in the lineup, and you need to leave a comment on all of the channels as well. And again, like I said, everybody is welcome. So without further ado, let's jump into my 8x8 scrapbook layout. So my summer theme that I went with was fishing. I love to go fishing. Dan and I love to go together. That's the one thing we do love together, so it's really, really nice. And so what I did is I ended up using this paper collection. It's called Gone Fishing, The Great Outdoors by Paper House. I believe I picked it up at Tuesday morning. I don't know if they still have it. I can't remember when I bought it. So what I ended up doing out of their 12 by 12 sheets, this was this originally, and I just cut 8x8 piece out of that. And as you can tell, it was kind of muted. So what I ended up doing was using some of the Tim Holtz Distress inks, and I inked around to kind of give it more of a lake look. I ended up using the Moon Lake by Stampin' Up, this stamp right here, and I stamped the image here in the corner, and then I used some of that distressed ink and some watercolor pencils, and I colored it in. So it would have a little boat and a little tree, and then I did more with this distressed inks in the water, and then I actually used this white pen here to create some highlights in the water. And then out of my stash, I used some dies. Let's take that out of there. I used this die, and I just die cut this with some white paper, and I used those distressed inks, and I just inked up to kind of give me the grassy feel. And so my theme to mine was from sunrise to sunset, the best days are spent fishing. And that is so true, because when we go, we're out for hours and hours, and sometimes we literally are there at sunrise to sunset, and then we spend the night. Or we go during the night and we watch the sunrise. So it depends on what fish we're catching and stuff like that. So it was perfect. And this was just part of some of the cut aparts that I cut out. And I used a stitched rectangle die. And then if you can see closely here, I put some twine like this through the stitch holes just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension and interest. And then on the other side, I did the same thing out of a 12 by 12 sheet. I just cut an 8 by 8 sheet, and I used some distressed ink, and I inked the edges to give it a little bit greener, so it kind of all flowed a little bit more with the blues. I mounted just the photos with some paper out of my stash. And then over here, I used another die out of my stash, this one, and all I did was die cut that out of white as well, and then I used the distressed inks and colored them up, because what I wanted to try to do was to tie in the orange over to this side. My favorite color is orange, so I have to put orange in everything. So most everything I have probably looks fall, but anyway, it's summer. And then I used just some of the 3D embellishments that the kit had. Over here in the corner, I added a fish and a fishing rod and this little 3D embellishment here. And then I did do a little bit of journaling. That is probably the most important thing I have to say is journal, 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 folks. It's priceless, just priceless. nothing's better than seeing the actual writing. I know we don't see a lot of it these days because we don't do a lot of mail, but I don't know if you're old enough and you remember back in the day when you would get some mail from a good friend, your mother, your father, anybody, you just kind of almost instantly knew who it was because of their handwriting. So trust me, there will be a day that somebody's going to cherish your handwriting. So that is kind of what I chose to do. So I went with my little lake scenery. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below and I will be more than happy to try to answer it. Again, remember, in the description there will be the links to the lineup, so just follow along with them, and to have a chance at that online gift card, you need to have liked and subscribed. Well, I shouldn't say like, you need to subscribe and leave a comment on every one of the videos. And yeah, so sit back, grab yourself some coffee, some tea, a soda, and just take a few moments and enjoy all the amazing ladies in this lineup, and hopefully they'll bring you some inspiration to start documenting and preserving your memories as well. Thanks for watching.